Hello everyone, welcome back to Pixel Village and I'm Radha Krishnan. This is the second part of working with Goods Parabolic Reflectors. In the first video, we explained what a parabolic reflector is and how to assemble it and how the light behaves in different positions of the focusing rod. If you have not seen it, please check that out. We will add a link in the description. Well, in this video, like I promised in the earlier one, we're going to be working with these lights and some models. The parabolic reflectors are a popular choice of fashion photographers, and we have today two wonderful models. Okay, we have Viilage and we have Prerna, and we're going to do two different set of shoots. One, let's say a glamour shot. Of course, both are glamour, but the one which we're going to do with Prerna is going to be a beauty shot. And of course, we will try and use all these light modifiers wherever possible in both the occasions or both the situations. Okay, and we will see how the light is behaving while using each of these umbrellas and where exactly one should use which size. Okay, so let's set it up. We're going to start with Viilage, all right, and we're going to start with the 68 first, then we will go to 88 and probably 158. And the beauty shot, I think I'll try with the 128. Okay, so let's get into the shoot. Okay, fire. Perfect. All right. Okay, I'm going to work with the 68. Well, of course, I think that's going to suit Viilage very well. You're going to bring out the, the features, the, jawline, everything perfectly. So the light is fully, kind of retracted. It's right inside, which means we have a very narrow beam of light. We will see exactly how the camera sees it. All right. I'm going to work at about, it's about 5, 6 is what I'm going to work with. Let's see how the image is going to come out. And what we're going to do is, once we take this shot, we're going to shift the position of the light within the parabola, and I'll show you how the different positions of the light within the parabola affects the final image. Okay, let's get into the shoot. Okay, so we're going to shoot at 5 now. Now all the way out to 1 or 0, correct? Okay, and all right, that looks nice and a very contrasty image. That's perfect. So 3 shots and 3 different feel altogether. I'm going to take some close-ups. Okay, ready? That's 5. Okay, go to 0. Okay, and the final? All right, let's try with the 88 now. And I'm all set. Reading is taken. So 5. Nice. Okay, and all the way out. Okay, completely retracted. And let me also shoot one full length. Okay, 5. Okay. Completely retracted. So what we're going to do is to compare the parabolic reflector to a softbox, and you can see the difference. Now the closest to the 88 is the P90L. That's what we're going to use. But before we do that, let's also take one shot with the diffuser in front, the full diffuser in front, which actually will give you a very good comparison between, let's say, a softbox and, let's say, a parabolic reflector with the diffuser. Okay, so we'll compare it later. So here the light is one stop down, and but the character of the light, let's take a look at it. It'll be exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to change the aperture and take this shot. This is at fully withdrawn kind of position at 10. Okay, ready. Chin down. Now let's try that same shots with the P90L. Well, in the first part, I explained to you what's the difference between, let's say, a parabolic softbox and a parabolic reflector, correct? Now, here, I cannot move the source from the base at all. So it's fixed, and you can already see the difference in the light. Now, I'm not using any diffusing material at all in the front element. So light on the background is going to be very different, and the face also going to be a little more harder because the source is now falling straight, from on his face. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to take some shots. I've already taken the meter reading. We can switch this off. Ready. Okay, so you can already see the difference. Now, the only way I can change the character of this light is by shifting this light back or forth. Now, when you do that, lots of other characteristics of the light will definitely change. So that's one major advantage of using a parabolic reflector. Now, you saw this image, right? It is nothing to write about, but let's put the diffuser now and take a look at this image again. Okay, let's put the diffuser on. Here I have added one layer of diffusion right at the front. P90L actually allows 2 layers of diffusion in case if you want to, but I've added only 1 layer of diffusion. This is kind of becoming more like a lighting tutorial rather than a parabolic umbrella reflector softbox review rather. Anyway, all for the good. So let me take a shot in this. Let's switch this off, and yeah, all right. Okay. Nice. So now you saw the difference, correct, between the 88, which is a parabolic reflector, and the P90, which is close to the 88, but this light behaves entirely differently. Now, this is also going to kind of give you an indication as to how to select your light shaping tool, okay? There are times where you require the parabola, and there are times you will require the softbox. So we are skipping the parabolic 128 and we're going to go straight to the 158, and of course a full length shot. No diffuser, you know, the D1, D2 diffusers, we're not going to use it. Now the light is retracted all the way in. In this kind of setup, well, this is the sharpest light or the sharpest beam or shaft of light that the 158 can offer. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to shoot a full-length shot, and of course then we will see the midway position and completely kind of a soft light position when there is the focusing rod is all the way out. Okay, so let me shoot this at 5. 5? All right. That's 5 and all the way out at 0. Okay. All the way in. Thank you. So the parabolic 128 is ready. So is prayer now. And we're going to repeat all those 3 shots, right? The hard one when the light is all the way inside at number 10 position. And we'll push it out a little to midway and all the way out as well. When the light is completely out, obviously the light shaft of light will be much wider and the light will nicely wrap around the model without the need for another reflector or a bounce card. Let's take a look at this shot. Nice. Nice. And now the light in mid position. All right, ready. Nice. Okay, light all the way out. By now, I'm sure that you know what's the difference between a parabolic reflector and a regular softbox. I know the time is really limited, otherwise I could have actually shown you the difference between all the other light shaping tools. I wish I had the time, but nevertheless, this is a reflector which is made for a purpose. And if you think that you need something like this, there is nothing else that can substitute for a light shaping tool like this. It's perfectly suited for all those photographers who use this for fashion. It can also carry continuous light sources, and it works perfectly well with all the LED lights. And you saw how it can be used, right, for a full-length shot. Now you make the choice of the size of the parabolic reflector depending upon the type of work that you do, of course. Well, not all sizes suit all types of work, so make that choice very carefully. Now, I personally liked using the Godox parabolic reflectors all of them. My personal favorite is the 68 because, it's perfectly suited for, we started actually using them for our content creations. Basically, the headshots are done using this light and it's brilliant. We occasionally kind of throw in that grid, which will create a little more kind of focused light on my face. I mean, I've done it in a couple of occasions and we really, really enjoyed it. The white balance is brilliant. It doesn't shift the white balance, which is very important. Both with the LED and the flash, there is absolutely no shift in the white balance. So that's something which I really like. But definitely someone who's going for a parabolic reflector, the Godox one, will definitely see a qualitative difference in your imagery. I also want to see a couple of improvements done personally in my case. First thing is I'd like to definitely see this wire pass to be shifted to the end of the parabola, towards the center of the parabola, because it is currently creating a lot of stress when I move the focusing rod back and forth. It's creating a lot of stress on the parabola, and probably because of that, it becomes a little extra front heavy as well. The next thing that I'd like to point out is about the need for a very powerful modeling lamp when you work with a parabolic reflector. Otherwise, you will not be able to see the way the light is shaping on the model's body. It's very crucial for indoor photography. Outdoor, it doesn't bother me at all. And as we speak, Godox do not really have a powerful enough modeling lamp in many of their light sources. And you cannot really, I wouldn't personally recommend you mounting a monoblock like the QT series or the SK series, or even for that matter an AD 600 Pro onto this when you work with a parabolic reflector, because it will make the setup extremely front heavy and it will start jetting out of your parabolic reflector, which means Godox will have to seriously think about increasing the power of the modeling lamps in most of their battery operated flashes. Well, like I said, it's perfectly fine outdoors, especially the AD600 Pro have a breakout head unit, so that's perfectly fine if you're working outdoors. But indoors, if you're shooting like we did just now, you definitely will require a modeling lamp. I think that's about it. So for our Indian audience, we're going to add a purchase link in the description and also an offer code. If you add Pixel #5 as your offer code, you will be entitled for an additional 5% discount. And if you want to try out these beauties before you actually buy, well, Godox these days have opened many experience zones or experience centers rather across the country. You can visit them and try out before you actually buy. If you are interested in learning photography, please head over to pixelvillage.com. We have a set of fantastic photography teachers there taking classes for you. They're all recorded sessions. You can watch the bouquet of offering, and if you like it, you can subscribe. I see you in another video very soon. Bye for now.